Live from the R&R studios in the good old friendly city, it's the Boys from the Wheel podcast.
What is going on, guys? Welcome into the R&R studios for another great episode of Boys from the Wheel podcast. We are now live on all of these great places that you see here. Also, second episode tonight on live on X, presented by Salon Resi. So, a couple of housekeeping things we want to get out of the way real quick. Got a new shirt and hoodie on the merchandise stand. Just hit last night. So, the link for it is right at the top there, boysfromthewheel.creator/spring.com to pick up that great hoodie and that great shirt. Just another addition to the store there. Get the guys into the show here. Whoa. Muth, you want to wake up? Sleeping?
No, I'm looking at a spider.
Are you
okay. Yeah, Orkin, man. Better take care of that.
I'm off the clock.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That hoodie. We got to get that hoodie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Take another look at that. Look at that. Bam.
Yeah, I need that.
It's
I
dope.
need that.
It's for sure dope.
I heard Just buying all of us one for Christmas.
Hell yeah. Hey, remember, my size is extra fat.
Contact Wheeling Tent and Awning first before I get any.
Oh yeah. Tag him in the comments. Wheeling Tent and Awning. Hashtag Wheeling Tent and Awning.
Jeff's still making the sweatshirt. Hold on.
But
What you got? He got the little sewing machine behind his desk or something like that.
Yeah. We got everything out over there. You know, the whole cricket setup and everything. But I want to get to today's great episode. We were supposed to have it a couple weeks ago. Fortunately, we had some things go on. So did he. So it actually worked out in all of our favors. I want to bring in current Wheeling University coach and reigning, defending.
Mike.
Huh?
Mike for me, according to John.
What? Anyway, Charles Westbrook. Sorry about the terrible intro there, Westbrook. We got kind of shot off there.
No worries. Just happy to be on here.
I don't know what's going on.
It's kind of better if we don't hear Sean.
You can hear Sean.
I can hear Sean.
You cannot hear Sean. We can hear him through your mic. Not him.
Yes, because that's where he's coming from. It's through my system. It's a second camera. That's what I was trying to. But anyway.
All right.
Oh dear Lord. Anyway, so Brooke, we apologize. This is this is how this show is going to go today. So we'll talk about that in a second. Here we go. Ooh, I'm messing everything up today. There we go.
I like the setup though. Setup's nice.
Yeah, it's still a work in progress. We're definitely getting there. Trying to get everybody in situation, but yeah, here me and Sean are both in the studio. So it's nice to get a setup there. But once everybody's back in town, I'd like to be able to get everybody back in the studio. But hi.
All right. She's got a mouthful of apple right now.
It's all good. It's all good. Straight. So I want to talk a little bit about where everything started for you in the Valley at West Liberty as a running back and talk about your time going there and transferring to West Liberty.
So I transferred to West Lib. It was 2017. I had played at Western Illinois previously. And like just kind of the process of going to West Liberty, there were some guys from my JUCO that they were already at West Liberty, and there's some other guys also around the country that also got in trouble at their universities. So we're just all kind of just in a group message one day, and we're all letting each other know like, damn, we kind of messed up, looking for a new home. And then one of my guys that was at West Lib was like, you know what? I could give you guys all full rides to come to West Lib right now. And so it was maybe about 5 of us. And out of the 5, it was 3 of us that ended up going to West Liberty. And so it was kind of cool to finish a journey that I had started this with, all of us being from San Diego and then finishing at West Liberty together. So that was kind of like the transition to West Lib. I never knew like West Liberty existed, but also during that recruiting process, I think at that time I had a lot of Division II offers, but West Liberty, Coach Hopkins was messaging me like every day. Like, and at that point in your career, it's all about, you got to go play for whoever messes with you, and I felt like it was a good vibe. And then I wanted to visit to West Lib, and the basketball team was playing, and it was jumping. You guys know West Lib's a big basketball school. So, and at the time they had it's called G-Top, pickles on the Hilltop, or G-Top, that's what it was. And it was its own little thing. I was really impressed. It was a small, petite campus, but it felt like a lot of the school really messed with the sports out there. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go here. I never thought I would come to West Virginia, but it was a good spot for me.
It definitely worked out great for you. We'll touch on the main stuff here about the Miners here in a little bit, but I want to talk about you playing overseas. That's a different vibe, definitely, for you. You being able to play overseas. Talk about that a little bit, because a lot of people don't know you were able to play overseas a couple seasons.
Yeah, I know. So I remember earlier in my career, like when I was in college, a couple guys that I knew that were older, they were playing overseas, and one of my guys had kind of plugged me on the team. And while I was still at West Liberty, that team would hit me up on Facebook, and I kind of wasn't really paying attention to overseas as much. But then once you graduate and you don't really have a lot of opportunities on the table, you take those opportunities. And I had bounced around a couple arena teams, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go overseas. And then so my first team overseas was the Albershausen Crusaders in the GFL 2. So that was a great experience. Definitely different. And they were coming off of COVID. It was I went out there 2021, and they still had COVID rules. So it was weird. Like, you would play a whole game against somebody, but you guys couldn't shake hands after. Right. And I was kind of pissed, because I'm like, damn, I'm out here in Germany. I can't even go to Oktoberfest because of COVID and everything. So, but it was definitely one of the highlights of my life, going out there and just seeing how people live, and not just football, just seeing different cultures, and learning like kind of like the German way, if that makes sense.
Is any of their rules different compared to like here?
Like you're talking about like traffic rules, like laws?
No, like football rules. How like Canadian's different, but is that different over there or no?
So I guess the only rule is you can only have 2 Americans on the field at the same time. So on offense, you can only have 2 Americans. On defense, you can only have 2 Americans. So sometimes it'll be me in the backfield, and I'm the only American on my team, and I'm going against a safety that's an American, or a linebacker that's American. And so they'll kind of play the numbers games like that. Or if they see me in the backfield, they'll put their safety in the box and bring the linebacker. So that's the only really crazy rule. Just 2 Americans on offense, 2 Americans on defense.
That's crazy. That's nuts. So then you get the opportunity to come back and play. Wheeling gets a team, and you get the opportunity to come and play with the Miners this past season. What was that like? I mean, it was just awesome to get to know you a little bit better and just see your journey and everything. What was it like coming home and being able to play here? We're calling your new home.
So I've been playing this game for a while now, and like even when I was in college, I never really had like my family at my games. My parents wouldn't really come to my games, so it felt amazing. Even when I was in Germany, of course, like at the end of the game in Germany, my family's not really there, so it felt amazing, like to play where I live at, and and how my daughters see me play, how my girlfriends see me play. Have the people that really love me see me play. So that was really dope for me to be able to look in the stands and be like, oh, that's little Charlie up there. So that was awesome. And then my birthday, yep. So
being able to win a championship, man, that's something special.
And then even for my birthday, April 18th, we had a game that day, and like my friends from San Diego flew out to come watch me play. So that's stuff like that. Those like moments you cherish forever.
Yeah, for sure. What was that like? Because I know what it was like for me, and I didn't realize I snuck in that picture. I didn't realize it, but I did.
No,
But what was?
It's really a surreal type feeling because we've been playing this game for since we're 5 years old, and we don't always get a chance to win championships. So when you do, all that hard work over the years and especially playing at West Lib, we didn't do so good. So it felt amazing to win a championship. Even my time in Germany, we would get close, but we would never make that next step to win a championship. So it felt like it was a long time coming. It was overdue. Yeah. So it was an amazing experience.
That last picture it makes me laugh. Here it is, with all of us standing there. That I want to let everybody know that is a buddy picture. So all of us literally were passing the trophy around, getting our individual pictures before it went out to anybody else. We made sure all those guys in that group right there got their trophy before anybody. We made sure everybody was good in that group. Like, you got it, you got it.
Photos. You get photos. You get photos. You get photos. Yeah, that was.
We were all looking out for each other. We're like, hold on, we'll get a big picture, and then everybody just make sure you get it.
Because that thing was hot. Everyone wanted that thing.
Yeah, everybody wanted a shot at it, and we definitely. It was a good mutual thing. We're all like, all right, hold on, we'll just pass it around real quick. So I got a play up here of yours I want to talk about a little bit. And this is one of your best runs of the season, definitely one of your best games too. I called it your breakout game on the air. And just you being able to run this touchdown here was just crazy enough. Talk me through this a little bit, like what you were seeing here at this point, lining up. You're obviously looking at what the defense is giving you. What are you seeing?
So this play, I think we call it crack right, toss right. And usually on these plays, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, depending on the situation. But since we're going to the wide side of the field, I was kind of geeked about this because it gives me a little more space to work with. And I think Cobb right here cracks the defensive end. Maybe. Or it's D gets around and he makes the block and I'm able to cut underneath. But it was just, in this game, you don't get a lot of opportunities. So when you do get the opportunity,
it's a double team actually.
When you do get these opportunities, it's like, yes. Because you guys seen the run game in that league. It's not always so sweet. So when I got to see that alley and that opening, I had to take it.
Your vision here is really what stole me here because you see it. You have the wide side up here. You're good. And then you just seen the alley and the rest of the field and your vision to cut all the way back across the field, see it, cut back, and you're gone. Like there's nobody in this lane here. I think that's Finch. Yeah. Finch had a hell of a block on the backside there and there's nobody there within 20 yards.
Because usually in outdoor rules, your numbers your read on an outside play is hash number sideline. But since it's arena, you can't really read it like that because the field is so small. So everything is okay. If I could cut back right now, I'm gonna take this lane. So it just happened so quick. He made the block and we're upfield.
Yeah, gone. Like that was just and the speed. And you were battling a hamstring injury too. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I was coming off knee surgery. So for me, coming off knee surgery, I just wasn't as where I needed to be. So I needed that game for me as well, just to make sure I still had it,
Yeah, that's what you ended up with. I think 3 touchdowns that game, which just was unbelievable. Every time you touched the ball, you were in the end zone. It was a great way to finish off that season for sure. And then, we talked about the championship and everything. You had a pretty cool event. It was week before last week, I think. You and Joel and Matt Porter, Man vs. Food opening the new buffet there at the island. How cool was that to see that? I mean, how'd that come about of being involved in that?
So that was amazing because I feel like I'm a fat kid. So growing up watching Man versus Food was kind of like a thing you just watch. You're just like, oh yeah, Man versus Food. I could do that. And then you actually get in a setting where you really have to do that. And you look at that plate of food and you're like, oh no. Because they showed us photos. And I remember as we're looking at the photos, me, Porter, and Joel, we're like, oh yeah, we got this. This is a breeze. And then when we actually got there and they brought the food out, first of all, they brought like the first plate out. Like it had like cocktail shrimp on it, and it was much smaller. And we're thinking like, okay, one plate, all right, that's a breeze. And then they bring this massive plate out, and I was like, whoa. Charlie, what you doing?
So I want to bring this up. You guys ate 13 pounds of food. Over 13 pounds of food collectively, all three of you. Yes. And Matt brought home the first place out of everybody, and then you come in second. You beat out a lineman. You beat out Joel. Like,
and it's crazy because Joel had all the tips, you got to do this, you got to do that. Make sure you drink water, you know. And he ended up finishing with 4.6 on his plate. But I just kept on going. I remember I just kept on going. We had originally our plan was to eat all the proteins and then like the heavy stuff. Eat all the heavy stuff first and then work our way towards like all the carbs and the lighter stuff. So it was unique. I was like the first like 4 minutes, you're like, oh, this is good. This is some great food. And then once you get to like 5 minutes, you realize, ew. What am I doing right now? What is going on? And you just gotta grind through it. Like the whole time I was thinking about Matilda, when the Trunchbull makes that kid eat the chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about the whole time. Just keep on. And they had all different meats. And as the meat is out for longer, it's gonna get a little tougher. It's gonna get harder. So like it's gonna get drier. So I thought I was like, I'm gonna eat the salmon later. By the time I got to the salmon, that thing was so dry and hard.
That's funny. But here's the cool thing about this. You guys took home first place, and second place was actually the Wheeling Nailers, and third was Panhandle. So that's pretty good company, and that's a pretty good picture of everybody that was participated in it. But that's such a cool event you guys were able to do, opening the new buffet and things. And you doing events and doing different things is not uncommon for you. You actually won the community award for the miners this year. And by winning that, you were going to schools, doing things, giving back to the community. And I know, because we've talked about it multiple times, that's one of your favorite things to do is to give back to the community and the kids as well.
Yeah. My dog's right here. But I feel like one of the biggest things with football is like, football is amazing. It's an amazing sport. But with that platform, you get to affect so many different people. Like I remember as a little kid, and I got to meet Reggie Bush, and just him saying the most minute thing to me, like, "Oh, you're a good player," like meant so much to me. So like that kind of propelled my love for the game of football. So if I could do that to any little kid or anybody, I feel like that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, being able to see those guys, and that's a cool thing that you guys get to do in arena. Is a lot of people don't know this that don't follow arena football. After the game, everybody has full exposure to you guys. Like it's open. You can sign autographs. You can take pictures. Like fans get the full experience. You don't get that in any other league or setting.
Not at all. Even I remember my first arena football game. I think I was 9 years old. It was the San Diego Reptides.
Jesus.
And just have you heard of them?
Yeah.
The San Diego Reptides.
That's a throwback for sure.
And I remember seeing these guys, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Like that's so cool. So it feels good to be able to give that back.
Now you had some stints in the IFL and some training camps and stuff with the Blizzard and things, and you were with Wichita. playing IFL rules. And a lot of people don't know that IFL rules and arena rules are a little different, especially for your position. How excited are you for this year for the to getting to the National Arena League that plays a kind of a style of indoor rules? It's going to give you more open field to run the football and a bigger running game.
I'm excited because with that two-man motion, that other linebacker can't be in the box, right? He's got to come outside. So this year with the rules that we play with, my role is kind of I'll touch the ball maybe like 5 or 6 times a game, 8 times a game, maybe. So with these rules, I could actually be used as a running back, and it's simply me versus the linebacker. I have one man to beat. In these rules, we're down a man. But I mean, the rules in the past, we're down a man. But in these rules right here, we're actually up. So I could get the ball, I beat a guy, and then who knows what can happen. So I'm really excited to get out there and play. Really excited.
Yeah, it opens the screen game up a lot too, and then you have somebody like Grant who can also run as well as you can. So I mean, it opens up the option game as well. So I mean, the playbook is pretty much open when it comes to these rules. Yeah.
And then if you play it you play the run game too much, that's when a guy like Cobb or a guy like Isaiah Robinson will run right past you, and it's an easy dump over the middle.
Yeah, definitely opens it up for sure. So speaking of opening up, let's open it up a little bit for questions for the guys. Sean, go ahead.
How has the city of Wheeling embraced you guys as a team? One, and what's it been like? You're playing in college and stuff like that. Like, what's it like being in that arena on game day? The fans are cheering. How does that make you a better player?
Oh, so first, the city of Wheeling, I feel like they've welcomed me a lot. Sometimes I'll go to the mall. And people will be like, "Hey, you're Charles," or I'll get some love through there, or I'll go to the YMCA and people know me through there. So as far as the love from the city of Wheeling, I feel like I've been embraced. Definitely been embraced. And playing in that arena, it's awesome playing for West Liberty. And then also being a player for the Wheeling Miners, because I had Coach Wiley come to my game one time. To have my coach in college come watch me play as a professional, I feel like that's amazing too. To some of the guys that I played with that are from Wheeling, come and watch me play. So it just makes me want to go that much more harder when I'm out there on that field. Because when I get to play in front of my fans or people, my family, that means a lot to me, because for a long period of time, I didn't get to have that in Germany.
Good. John?
All right, so I want to go back to your West Lib days. How did being on the Hilltop kind of help you become a better player, working with Coach Wiley and things like that?
Oh, so we weren't that good of a football team when I was there. We weren't really a great football team. And me personally, I kind of went through a lot when I was at Wesley, because I had hurt my shoulder. I tore my AC joint. So that kind of limited me as a running back. So I had to go through a lot of mental preparations and growing mentally, which kind of helped me develop as a better man. Being hurt in this game, and you seeing your team not doing what they should be doing, and with you out there can make them be that much better. But at the same time, you're hurt and can't really contribute the way you want to. So my time at West Lib, it helped me become like a better human being, a better person. Go through that. Help me handle adversity.
One other thing I want to ask about West Lib. Best moment you have with Coach Wiley in the locker room, whether it's a pregame speech, halftime speech, whatever it is.
I think we had won our homecoming game, and Coach Wiley, he's so like non-emotional. You don't really see him like show his emotion. He's like pissed 100% of the time. And we won our homecoming game, and he was in the locker room dancing. I have a video of it too. He was in there dancing. I'm saying, like, who is this man? He was in there dancing, having a good time. I said, yeah. He's pissed off all the time because we were getting our ass whooped, you know. So and that moment was short lived because I think we went on like a 5-game losing streak.
And then, so yeah, went to West Lib, played there, coaching at Wheeling U, and that's a bit of a rivalry there. Anybody you ever get it jawed at, or anybody saying anything to you about being up on the hilltop?
Yeah. So when I first got the position at Wheeling University, they would refer to me as like the guy from the hill or whatever like that. And because when I was at West Lib, I didn't get to play against Wheeling. Wheeling was an NAIA when it came to football, or not in that conference. So I didn't really. To me, I don't get the rivalry because I didn't get to experience it. So like they'll say stuff and I'm like, bro, I don't care if my team at Wheeling would have. I mean, my team at West Lib would have probably smoked y'all. You know, so.
So going back to just a comparison, having your experiences in the IFL and whatnot, how do you compare that to your time with the Miners this year?
I honestly think my time, because I was with the Green Bay Blizzards, but because of COVID, they canceled the season. But I would say, like, as far as the talent scale, I think the Wheeling Miners and that team at the Green Bay Blizzards are kind of the same. You know, I feel like it's the same. It's just different rules. But as far as the guys, I feel like we had top-notch guys on our Miners roster. Just like when I was at the Blizzards, there was top-notch guys there.
And then what are you looking forward to the most this year coming up?
So every season, because it's not about what you did last year or the year before that or the week before that. It's what you're going to do today. So the most excited I am is to see what I could do today. What I'm going to bring to the table this year. You know, week in and week out. Do I still got it? Can I still do it? Can I still move the same way? You know, so I'm just excited for that. I'm excited to go out there and compete. A little technical difficulties.
Yeah, you're good. Hey, it wouldn't be a show without it for sure. So we asked this question a lot to a lot of the players from the Miners or anybody that has played for this man. What was your favorite Coach Rez moment of the season? With that being, you know, a pregame speech or a locker room speech, anything of that nature.
So I want to put out that Coach Rez is probably one of my favorite coaches of all time. He's one of my favorite coaches because I kind of like my attitude come to practice. I'm normally super smiley, super happy, just joyful, right? And Coach Rez is like, real like. So my favorite thing is to say what's up to Coach Rez in the morning, and he doesn't say nothing back. Like Coach Rez, gonna be a good day.
He give you that head nod, and that's it. Like,
it's like it's funny because Coach Rez has like, you know, on that field he's just two different dudes. So I really enjoy that. What's up, Coach Rez? Good morning, Coach.
He's normally doing like 25 different things. He was normally sitting posted up against the wall and, you know, on his phone taking care of something like got to do this meeting after practice or this meeting after practice. He always had Coach Mont run the first part of practice and, you know, getting formations and stuff like that. But yeah, he would always sit there and everybody would be like, hey, what's going on? And he just sit there.
Yeah, that's like sometimes I want to ask him stuff, but I'm like, damn, I don't even want to ask him this right now. On camera right now. I can't even ask him this question right now because it is dumb. I don't even want to ask him that.
That's funny. So, with the new additions to this year's team, we had a couple new guys come along, and we also had some guys stay from last season. Who are you most excited to play with this coming season that's a new addition? Like, we signed him and you're like, man, I really can't wait to play with that.
The new addition, guys. The new addition, guy. I'm really excited about the new running backs we got. I'm excited because competition. That makes giants. Competition makes us better. So it's been a while since I've been around like some competition. So I'm excited to be around those type of guys because not only is it gonna make me better, but it's gonna make the whole team better as well. So I'm just excited to be able to compete with similar guys like me. But I'm also excited about that guy, Shay Davis.
Yes, yeah.
Because he had played for the New Jersey team. And so I'm excited for him to be back on our team. Who else is another new guy that signed? I know we signed another offensive lineman. He's also a university coach.
Oh, yeah, CJ King, center.
Yeah. I'm excited for him. Him in addition and BT, I feel like our offensive line is going to be filthy.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that. I think I looked at the roster. Coach Rez and I both looked at the roster because I was doing different graphics and things, which those will be out soon. But that we have six offensive linemen and 8 defensive linemen. And there's a couple that can go both ways as well, but that's going into camp. That's a lot of bigs. Like that's a lot of bigs.
That's a lot of bigs. It's gonna be a very competitive camp. Super competitive.
For sure.
Are you eyeing a team this year in the NIL? And like, what are you looking forward to in terms of the different league changes this year?
I mean, I'm first of all, I'm excited about the travel. I'm excited to travel. I'm excited to hop on a plane and go to Louisiana. I'm happy to go to Omaha. I'm happy. I'm really happy to play against Omaha again. When I was with the Wichita Forest, we went to Omaha and beat them, and that was a great experience to play in that arena and to quiet it down. And I would like to do that a second time, especially with them coming off as champions and everything like that. I would love to
2-year run.
Go there and quiet that crowd, quiet the slaughterhouse, because it does get loud in there. It's loud.
Oh, I bet. We mentioned him a couple times, and there he is. He shows up, Coach Rez.
Yeah, what's up, Coach?
But yeah, so that's one cool thing too. Like a lot of the additions of like Omaha and Sioux City and those teams you played against when you were in the CIF. So you know what it's like to be in the Tyson Event Center, and it's dungy in there. Like
it is dungy. It gets crazy out in there. Real crazy, real fast. Hey.
You good?
Oh yeah, sometimes you just gotta say hey for no reason. You know how it goes.
There you go. John, you get another one?
No, I'm good.
Muth? Bang. You good? You don't have the normal corner question?
I mean,
I feel like that's your question every week.
See, it is my question, but I'm the drunk idiot in that corner.
True.
Okay. So the blue
on back there.
Think about it. What's that?
I said, what you drinking on back there?
This is
C4 today.
C4 today.
He said, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I mean, hold on. Back. I got Crown. I got a Crown Blackberry. I got Pink Whitney. I got Grey Goose. I got whatever you need back here.
I need to go over to his house.
Well, so here's the thing, and he normally has this question for everybody. Muth is part of that corner down there that sits in the blue line bar. That's the open end of the stadium down there where all the fans are standing. He's normally one of those ones down there.
Oh, big money.
Yeah, for sure. So go ahead and ask it, Muth.
What do you think about it? Because I talk a lot of shit all the time. And John actually has a really good story about him being down in the corner too against Jersey in that playoff game. You want to go ahead and retell that, John?
I guess. So what? It was the semifinals, right?
Yep.
Against Jersey. It was that last stand by the defense, right? Mason's pick 6. So right before the play, they lined up, and their one receiver was right up against the boards next to us. And I leaned over, I'm chirping at him, not getting any reaction. I said, the moment's too big for him. And he turned around and looks at me and just stares at me and starts laughing. Gets off the ball late, goes on his route. Mason picks it off right there in front of him, jumps the route, and then just takes it in. It was the best moment.
That's amazing. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Another reason why I like arena football, shit like
Yeah.
that, man. You could really get in their ear, What's that say?
Coach Rez said a lot of people don't think we will transition to the NAL well, but you don't think that you know what I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You get somebody like Coach Rez that has been in the NAL championship game multiple times, has coached multiple NAL seasons. He knows what to expect. He knows what to see. Like he's getting the group of players together to get it done. So, like I said, I'm excited to see it because there are a lot of doubters, but there shouldn't be, but there is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the guys that played this game, it's not all that. Like, it's really not all that. He's the same as us. These guys are the same as us. Like, I feel like that transition will be super smooth. Super smooth.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have somebody that's really minded in Coach Rez, and also you have Coach Mont who played in the IFL before, so he knows the rules to running a good defense. I mean, he ran an excellent defense last year. You don't think that's going to translate this year? I mean, it's going to be great. And I mean, with the additions, also, I'll talk defensively side. Fred Hartgrove is going to be a heck of an addition there at defensive back to already put into a already great defensive backfield, and you put him back there with the rest of the dogs we already got. I mean, that's something, that's definitely going to be, used. And one thing that I'm mad about is the fact that, they took the nets away because nobody knew how to use them. Coach Rez was probably one of the only ones that knew how to use the nets. He was already thinking, okay, I can bar ball. I can knock it off of this. I can hit there. Like we're getting possession after possession there. So it's just one of those things like, damn, that would have helped us a lot. Like we could have figured that out like quickly better than anybody else.
I was excited.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that definitely was.
like, 'cause I work with Coach Mont. And also, I work with Coach Mont, and just seeing the way he prepares, and I feel like him and Rez are the same human beings. They're the same person. And just seeing the way Mont just goes about his business and the way we prepare for Wheeling University, I can only imagine the preparation work he does for the Wheeling Miners.
Oh, man.
Even more. And so.
Yeah, it's something like I did film for the Miners last year, and it's one of those things that like you had to make sure it was pristine. Like you had to make sure you hit on all cylinders. Like if it was this play, you had to make sure you went here and here and here and here. So he knew exactly what to teach the guys, and he was very particular about it. And that's because he's very passionate about the things that he does, and he wants to be able to preach it to the guys. And that was the thing was the best film we had was against ourselves.
Yep. I feel like our greatest competition, our greatest practices, we're in this just offense versus defense, line it up, red zone, line it up, and then also a testament, Coach Mont. I'm an offensive player, and Coach Mont has taught me the defense to be able to teach defense, and if I could understand it, I can only imagine a guy that's played, a veteran, it's.
Yeah, for him to be able to just you like you said, you're very offensive minded, but him to be able to teach it to somebody that's already defensive minded just is crazy enough. Sean, you got something else? You were no, okay. you were going to.
You good?
Everybody's experiencing. It's got to be the weather. I'm telling you, the snow and everything. It's got to be the weather. Everybody's dealing with technical difficulties.
Bro, I'm dropping frames like crazy.
Oh, I bet. What a day to do an episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody's internet's dropping. We all got that.
It's got -2 bars. Didn't know it was possible.
There we go. Another good comment from Coach Rez.
Absolutely. Can you grab her?
Coach, we can't wait.
Yeah, right, for sure. We'll drop it in with another comment. So, Charles, where can everybody see, like, what's the next journey for you? What's next for you? Where can everybody follow you on, like, social media and stuff?
Instagram, C_West3, Facebook, Charles Westbrook. I'm not on Twitter or anything, or TikTok or nothing like that. My next journey, who knows? Hopefully somewhere near the water. Hopefully near the water. Not less snow. Definitely less snow.
Less snow. You miss those Cali days, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely miss California.
Wow, I tell you what,
because like growing up, yeah.
Near good guy.
Oh, I thought being from San Diego, you can take it for granted. Take the beach for granted, you take everything for granted. But then when you move somewhere, you don't have that access. It makes me like, okay, I'm gonna fully take advantage of it next time I get out there. So once I get back out to California, I will be in those places every day.
Coach Rez kind of reiterating what we said earlier.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Because it's simple. It's me versus a linebacker. And as a running back, we're you taught to always, break the first tackle, beat the first man. And if I could beat him and then have to let a corner tackle me or a safety tackle me, that's gonna be light work. I could give him someone a stiff arm or run through a tackle and get some more extra yardage.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, is that second level. You get in that second level, that's playing with house money right there. Because you want to get through the line, through the linebackers. You want them safeties and corners, and that's where you want to be for sure.
Exactly.
You couldn't tell Jeff was a running back.
Anyway, I think we had this conversation already because we're like the same height.
Yeah, we're the same height. We actually had a former coach too, which was awesome. Coach Haggerty, coached you in college, coached me in high school.
Coach
yeah.
Hey, the funny thing with Coach Hags is I could mess up. In Coach Hags' eyes, I could do no wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wrong.
If you're a Coach Hags guy, he'll defend you, like for sure. Like he just.
Like you missed the block, Westbrook. He went too far out. Okay, all right, okay. I'm like, all right, Coach. What's my dude? Hey, because you see the shirt, huh? Hey.
Yeah. Coach Rez says, who do you think will be the last place team? Ooh. That's a different take now, isn't it?
Shit, not us, but probably that Louisiana team. It would have been the Stampede, but what they don't have a team, right?
Yeah, no, they exited stage right.
Yep. So I'm thinking the Louisiana team.
I don't know, man. I think they'll be all right. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it might be. Honest, I don't know. I think it might be Amarillo, to be honest. Like, I know that's a former team that you've seen before too, but I don't think that's. I mean, at that time they had a quarterback on that team that everybody in the Valley knows about is Nate Davis.
And he's in San Diego right now.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
If you had to pick one team that you guys played this season that going forward, do you think would be your guys' biggest rival? Who do you think it's going to be?
I think because of kind of like the trash talk, the Omaha beef. I think that's kind of,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that's our rivalry right there is the Omaha beef. Just off the jump, we got beef with them already. Off the jump.
Yeah, and this is exactly who I would have thought would have been Carolina. Like everybody thinks Carolina.
Oh, because Coach Rez. Yep. Carolina.
Yeah.
What have you been able to find some cool things to do in Wheeling?
So I used like when it was a little warmer out, I used to try to fish. Like I used to really go out there and try to fish. Where's that one place that plays Cabela's?
Yeah.
You guys been to Cabela's?
Oh yeah.
Cabela's is like the zoo. Like that's like the spot to be out here. Like we go to Cabela's like once a week just to look at the fish tank, just to look at all the stuffed animals. They got the lions, the elephants. So Cabela's was a good spot at one point. Fishing. What else do I do out here? Damn, that's about it. That's the Highlands. Just go to the Highlands. Now Target. Yeah, Target's become a thing. Walmart's become a thing. We used to walk the St. Clairsville Trail.
Okay.
St. Clairsville, we used to walk that. Go to the mall. So I'm always at the mall. Like you can catch me at the mall. If it's like 7:00 on a Wednesday, a Tuesday, I'm at the mall, and little Charlie is at the playground playing. So we'll walk through the arcade, we'll do all that stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the big thing. That's where I spend a lot of time at that mall playground.
That's funny.
You guys have any suggestions? What do you guys do so I could do those things too? I'm
see it.
Sean's just going to tell you to go to Patsy's Pizza. That's all he's going to tell you to do.
That's all I'm going to tell you to do. You have to go to Patsy's Pizza.
Also, I used to love going to the movie theater in the mall. But they closed it down.
R.I.P.
But I used to I order Chipotle, bring my Chipotle into the movies. And that used to be one of my favorite things too.
Well, saying it wouldn't be Wheeling guaranteed with the last place team.
Absolutely.
And then Coach Rez definitely putting words to that for sure.
Hell yeah, we're not losing shit.
Kennywood, Cedar Point, Columbus Zoo.
Cedar Point, Columbus Zoo.
It's awesome. But yeah, there's
Patsy's Pizza.
Patsy's Pizza. Idiot.
I live there.
I was gonna say, I think you walk in there and they got your plaque up on the wall.
Oh yeah, she says hi to me every day.
Come from the guy who doesn't eat cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Hopefully, I get a sweet discount because I know you.
About all that, but I mean,
Sean ain't got that kind of clout yet.
not yet. It's coming. Hey, speaking of that, if you got this good connection with Patsy's, you need to get like the sponsorship on the show. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
man.
where's the logo at, Shawnee?
Or at least some boxes or something in here. What the shit?
I mean, I can guarantee I can get some boxes in here.
Yeah, eating ones.
Yeah, unused ones, Sean, not eaten out of ones.
I'll see what I can do.
That's crazy.
Are you a gamer by chance?
Yeah, so I've been playing like a lot of NCAA. And then I used to play a little Fortnite, but then I don't know. These kids now are different. I'm getting smoked. And I don't know what happened. Like summer, I used to be nice in the summer. Then all of a sudden, I took like a month and a half off, and I get back on the game, and these kids are just. It's crazy out there.
They're ruthless,
no
man.
Build too, no build. So, I got finished. I got done playing The Last of Us. You guys know The Last of Us?
I heard
That game. That game was tough. The Last of Us was tough. I'm waiting on. I'm debating if I want to buy the new Call of Duty or not. I'm debating.
Oh, so that answers my question of PlayStation.
He's got a PS5. He's got a PS5.
Yeah. PS5, baby. I'm debating.
You got to get on an Xbox train, man.
If you had the Xbox, you go. I already had it.
Yeah, we've been playing it for months.
Yeah, I'm debating, but I'm not good at Call of Duty though. Like for some reason, I've never been good at Call of Duty.
Amen, man.
Shit, you ain't never seen me play. I'm terrible.
I carry this whole group right here. I carry the whole group.
It's like, damn, we're in the lobby again. What happened? Mr. Back to the lobby.
On a Call of Duty that I let John and Sean play me in NCAA the other day. They each played a quarter and they got skunked after the first quarter.
Oh, you gotta play me then. You gotta see me. Come see me.
All right.
Yup. Llama Lover 777. Come see me.
So are you? So we'll talk about it. Are you recruiting at all in NCAA, or are you just playing Road to Glory? Like what you playing?
So I'm in year 2039.
Holy shit!
I think I'm like 150 and 30 right now. I think I have like 100 first draft picks.
What the hell school you at?
Oh, so I've been to a couple of schools. I've been to a couple of schools. I was with UMass for a long time. I was with UMass. had to build them boys up at UMass. And then also I imported Wheeling University. I've imported West Lib. So I was at Wheeling University for a little bit. I was at West Lib for a little bit. So when I first put them into my franchise, they were like two-star programs, half-a-star programs. Now I'm probably like maybe 5 seasons away from Wheeling University, and they're still a 5-star program. Like they're a top 25 team. They're still elite. So I'm in a situation where I'm at Cal now. I actually just lost the national championship to Georgia. But it's okay though. I'm cool. I'm in a good spot. I used to quit when I lost games. I used to quit.
I'd say we all have to.
But it's all right though. Now I'll just take my L's and keep it pushing. It's all right.
I'm glad to know that in 2039 Georgia's still good.
Yeah, right. Like in 2039, Georgia's still winning national titles. What the hell?
Still doing their thing. Like Alabama's a trash program now. Like it's crazy in my franchise. It's definitely crazy.
Well, since we're talking about college football, what's going on? What's your prediction on the playoff? Who's winning?
So I want Oregon to put on for the old Pac-12. I need them to do that, but I don't know. They got to play Ohio State again, and I don't know. You can't.
That's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed.
Beating Ohio State twice that's hard to do.
Ohio State's got to beat Tennessee first.
Yeah. Yep. But I think they're gonna get past them.
So this goes into my second question. What happens to Ryan Day if Tennessee beats Ohio State and they plant that flag at midfield?
Oof.
Then he is getting a job at Wheeling University. That's what's gonna happen. Nah, he'll probably end up somewhere in the Sun Belt Conference or something. He'll still be a high commodity, but he'll be back. Definitely getting fired. For sure getting fired. Definitely.
He said the Sun Belt Conference. That's hysterical. So I like that. Like I said before, I don't understand how they can fire somebody that outside of Michigan, like his record is fantastic. Like I don't know. I mean,
Sorry,
it's just,
sorry, not sorry.
true. I mean, you
not
being a
sorry.
Michigan man. I mean, I
What
don't
happened?
know.
I don't know what happened. It just what happened. It started off so
They're
bright
soft.
too.
They're soft.
They're soft. Well, and here's the biggest thing. And Muth, this is no disrespect to you at all because
I'm taking this complete disrespect.
No. Listen to me. And
That's what happened.
this
It says that.
no. This makes complete sense, and it's no disrespect to Michigan at all because they did win a national title. But Ohio State, in their mind, is built to win national titles. Michigan, in their mind, is built to beat Ohio State. Like that's what it is. That's what you know what I mean. Like this year,
That makes sense.
just like this year. I mean, they lost to Indiana, but go out and beat Ohio State and ruin their hopes of anything, you know. And John, what are you getting Demuth for Christmas for that Big Ten title appearance?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking a big Michigan neon sign right here. Something.
John's a
Right
big
here.
Penn State guy, bro.
How about we just bring a natty back to the Big Ten?
Hey,
That
didn't
would- I
Michigan
mean-
have a quarterback retire like mid-season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got
Jack
going
Tuttle
on?
did. Yes, he did. Yes, he most certainly did.
He said, I don't want to be here no more.
Yep. And then Alex
that?
Orgy.
Post Ohio
Alex Orji
State
gets
or
it.
pre-Ohio State?
That was pre-Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
It was injury related though. It was injury related.
Update:
then-
Allegedly.
Notre
What?
Dame's up 14-0 over Indiana right now.
Ooh.
Who cares? Anyway, and then Alex Orgy transfers out because they got the number one recruit coming to Michigan along with his teammate, and they just had an Alabama defensive lineman transfer to Michigan too.
That's crazy. So
Coming next year.
that's a question that I
All that to go 3-0.
yeah. So I have a question for you, Westbrook. I meant to ask earlier on, but this will be my last question for you. What's your opinions on the NIL stuff with because you just missed it and then it came in and now you're seeing it as a coach. I mean, not really huge in Division II, but what's your thoughts on the NIL stuff?
I mean, I love it. From NAL, transfer portal, all that. Like, I'm so pro college player because just like how these coaches have the opportunity to make business decisions and do what's best for them, I like how players have that same platform where they could make business decisions and do for them. So I think it's great. Both sides, NIL, everything. You know, they should make as much money as they can.
Do you think it needs any changes?
I think it's definitely the Wild Wild West right now. You know, it's definitely a great time for them, and I'm pretty sure players in the future are going to look back and be like, damn, players back then were going crazy. You know, I think there'll be some type of cap or some type of regulation as we move forward because it is getting a little crazy. You know, guys are demanding a little too much, and I'm full for that, but it's kind of like, damn, that's insane. You want to make $45,000 a month and guarantee?
Oh, that's the guy from Florida, right? The guy from Florida said that.
That's a little insane. You know, you can't guarantee to be played on third down unless your play, you know, allows you to do that. If you're one of those guys that could need to be out there, then you'll be out there. If you're not, then you gotta keep on working.
That's crazy. I mean, and that I think honestly, like I think I said it last week or week before. Wouldn't have been week before because it just happened. But with the whole Belichick thing coming to college, I think that is going to be the blueprint for the rest of the NCAA. I think with them having a GM and they're going to have a player personnel guy and things like that, I think you're going to start to see a more business model come into college football.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You definitely got to be a business model because it's becoming more of a profit-driven business on both ends. And then I don't know what's up with this junior college stuff with your JUCO years not being able to count. So that's also another discussion that guys are going to have to talk about.
Yeah, that's a big thing because there was a transfer that came into Florida State and he's looking to play another couple years because they're saying his JUCO stuff doesn't count, which is crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like,
now, it's looking at a different a different span now. You used to be able to graduate around 24, 24, 23. That's when you should graduate. Now, if those JUCO rules don't apply no more, you could have a guy in JUCO for 2 years and then come in and become a freshman at a 4-year university. And next thing you know, now he's graduating at 27, 28 years old. Like, so I don't know how they're going to regulate that or what they're going to do about that, but that's really crazy.
There was a picture that was out yet. I seen it yesterday, and it was of Bo Nix and Herbert. And it said, this picture's crazy because Herbert has been in the NFL for 5 years now. And Bo Nix is a rookie.
Right. And they're the same class, right?
Yeah.
It's insane. That COVID year was crazy.
That stuff was nuts, man. That stuff is crazy.
I believe there's a quarterback somewhere that somewhat recently just signed for his 8th year back. Then he transferred. I think he transferred out or something like he got granted his 8th year, and then he left.
That's somebody you want to draft very low and then offer him a job in 2 years because he knows the entire offense about everything. He knows all. Right? That's crazy. Well, Westbrook, we appreciate you hanging out with us and taking this time, hanging out. We'll definitely get you back on during the season and everything once everything gets rolling and everything. But we appreciate you coming and hanging out. Any final words for anybody that may be watching or anything like that?
Damn, no final words, but hey, be safe. Happy holidays. Be safe. Tell your family you love them.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, guys, it's been another great episode of Boys from the Wheel podcast. You can catch the replays on the R&R Network on YouTube and also on our Facebook page at Boys from the Wheel as well. Check out all the social medias. There will be clips coming out probably tomorrow. We'll see about this episode. Come check out the episode. Follow Westbrook on social media. Come out to a game next season. Check out Charles Westbrook and the rest of the Wheeling Miners. For myself and the boys, this has been the Boys from the Wheel podcast. We'll catch you next time.